Hello, and welcome to Rickster's Realm. I'm Ricky, and today's video is going to be all about what is it that you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. I will have the timing figured out in the description box. Choose whichever group you are most drawn to. I'm going to get started with group number 1. If you chose the first part, welcome to the reading. Let's get into this. Group number 1. What you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. Let's see what we get. What you don't see about yourself, group number 1, that's causing a negative effect. Okay, group number 1. Okay, let's see here. What you don't see about yourself, group number 1, that's causing a negative effect. Okay, for some of you, you are way too worried about what other people think of you. Okay, there's something coming through here. For some of you, I feel that what you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect is, I feel like your energy is being channeled in the wrong direction. I feel like what you're focused on is something very surface level, something that's quite superficial. But it's a feeling that, again, wherever your focus is based on that, it's something that ultimately doesn't matter. For some of you, you may be stuck in this insecure type of energy. For some of you, I feel that you don't feel as confident as what you would like to. Again, like there's some type of insecurity here, but it's a feeling that all of the focus is going on the external. So even though you're not feeling good from within, let's make everything look real pretty on the outside and call it a day. I feel for some of you, you're stuck within that energy, but I feel that there's something coming through here about you simplifying things, or that you need to understand that less is more, or that you don't need to go all out with everything. There's something coming through here of, like, for some of you, there's a bit of a materialistic type of energy coming through here. I feel for some of you, you're stuck within an energy of feeling that you have to have the most expensive things, that everything has to be top of the line. And again, that everything looks perfect on the outside is what I'm getting. For some of you, I feel that there's something here about like needing to do inner work to feel secure from within, that your happiness and security is not linked and connected to something external. For some of you, what you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect, you are much more powerful than you are aware of. For some of you, it's a feeling that you can create something out of nothing. For some of you, I feel that you may be stuck within this energy. I don't know if it's lack mentality, but there's something here where I feel like for some of you, like you very much compare yourself to other people and you don't feel good enough. But again, I feel like this is linked and connected to superficial things though. And another message coming through here, there's something coming through here that has to do with, again, to where less is more, or that you can get the same result with something, but doing less to make that happen. Another message coming through here has something to do with money. Like for some of you, I feel that what you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect, for some of you, I feel like you're spending a lot of money either like on frivolous things, or what am I trying to say here? Okay, even if there is something, right, that you need to purchase, like it's just like you have to have it, it's a feeling that for some of you, I feel like you go for the most expensive option. Whereas like you could get something else that will provide the same thing that you're needing, like from that item or whatever, for way less money. But for some of you, I don't know if this is like a name brand thing, if it's like you won't even step foot out of your house unless you're decked out in name brand things, something like that. It's a feeling that, again, you can get the same result. You can get ultimately what it is that you're wanting by paying less or doing less. Something like that is what I'm getting. This is kind of sad the way this is coming through, group number 1, because for some of you, I feel that you link and connect your value or worth to what you have. Like anything material within your world. Like for some of you, if I took away every single thing that you own, you'd have a nervous breakdown. Like it's a feeling that you would feel like you're nothing. There's something coming through here about needing to go about things in a way that if that happened, you're still happy and content from within. Because I think for some of you, what's happening here is that I do feel like you're connecting your happiness, again, to external things. Well, the second you no longer have that, you're in big trouble. It's that type of energy coming through. And for some of you, I just feel like there's this energy of someone just going about things in a way that you don't need to. And for some of you, I feel like you really stress out over this. Like for some of you, you may even be going into debt over this, like trying to impress other people. And it's not worth it. Because the way this is coming through, group number 1, anybody that's going to judge you and like criticize you because you didn't spend millions of dollars on something or you're not decked out in name brand clothing. I'm not trying to be harsh here, but that person's an idiot. So why are you trying to impress an idiot? Like it doesn't make any sense, right? Like someone who's going to judge you or think less of you or not include you or something like that because, I don't know, because everything isn't just absolutely perfect on the outside or you're not living some luxurious lifestyle. Like you don't need to do that. There's something here about just having things be more simple is what I'm getting. But I feel that there's more peace that comes along with that though. For some of you, I feel that you're trying to keep up with people, or you're trying to keep up this certain lifestyle or whatever you're doing to where you're trying to look amazing in the eyes of other people. Like for some of you, I feel like this is really stressing you out though. Don't get me wrong, if you're rolling around in money and you don't even know where to spend all of it, then knock yourself out and do whatever you want. But for some of you, it's a feeling that your situation right now doesn't really even allow for you to be going about things in the way that you are. And I feel that it's creating a lot of anxiety. And another thing to keep in mind, for some of you, you're going about things in this way to impress people that you don't even like. Make it make sense. Like it doesn't make sense. Let's see what else we get here. What you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. Group number 1, what you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. Group number 1, what you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. Okay, there's something going on here. Group number 1, what you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. Yeah, for some of you, I feel like you're trying to impress people that you don't need to be impressing. Okay, it's a feeling that true, real connections that you'll form with people to where there's something of substance there, like it's a meaningful connection. You're not going to have to go about things in the way that you have been. I don't know what this is. Like, there's just something where, again, I feel like someone's channeling their energy in the wrong direction. And that you're so worried about what other people think of you. And how do I explain this? I'm not trying to be harsh here, but for some of you, like, I feel like you need to trust your intuition on things, that you need to use your discernment. Like for some of you, I feel like some of you, you've been making decisions that I feel you later regret. But then in some ways, you may just keep repeating the same cycle because you're not feeling good from within. So again, you try to make everything look real good on the outside. For some of you, you can't even afford to do that. And so it's just like this vicious cycle. And then there's just a whole bunch of unnecessary like stress or difficulty here that doesn't even need to be here, is what I'm getting. What else is coming through here? What you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. Okay, this is a little bit more specific how this is coming through, but for some of you, if you get trapped within an energy of, I mean, I guess it kind of ties into what I've been saying about just wanting to look good in the eyes of other people. But for some of you, I feel like this energy is getting away on you though. Like there's something where I feel like someone always has to be number one, that you always have to be the best in any room you walk into, that it has to be where you're the favorite. Something like that is what I'm getting. But there's something about the way in which you're going about it though. I think it can be tweaked a bit. Like there's something, again, I just feel like someone's going about it the wrong way. Again, it's a feeling that whatever you're really wanting, group number one, you can have it. But again, go about it in an easier way or a cheaper way. Like you don't have to be going all out to have people view you in a high light. Something like that is what I'm getting. Let's see what else we get. I'm going to pull one more card for this section. Group number one, what you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. Let's see what we get. Okay. Okay. For some of you, what you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. I feel for some of you that you need to do inner work. There's something coming through here. Nobody's going to want to hear this, but it's the message I'm getting, so I have to say it. For some of you, you may go about things in a bit of an immature way. Okay, and I feel that this is having a negative effect. Something's very superficial here, is what I'm getting, group number one. And that's just it. Like for some of you, that's just like the overall general message here, that there's too much focus on surface level, superficial things. That again, when it's all said and done, it doesn't matter. That the focus needs to be on something of substance. On having like deep, meaningful connections with people. And that, again, like there's something meaningful there. There's something of substance. Yeah, there's something about that surface level energy that... But again, I don't know for some of you, if you're linked and connected to people that have a very similar type of energy about them. And so it's all about competing with each other. Who has the best stuff? Something like that. But I don't know, it's just coming through in a way that I feel that it would be better for you to channel your energy towards connections with people that, again, like there's substance there. That you can talk about meaningful things, and that there's something of weight there. That it's not like, oh, look at everything that looks so fancy on the outside. What fancy stuff do you have? Like, who cares? Like, that's what I'm getting. It doesn't matter. For some of you, yeah, you're so worried about what other people think of you. It doesn't matter. Someone who's going to judge you based on a superficial thing, they're doing you a favor. They're showing you their true colors, and you can move on to someone that's not wired like that, is what I'm getting. So those are the messages coming through for group number one. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching, spending your time with me. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go on to group number two. Okay, group number two, welcome to the reading. Let's get into this. Okay, what is it that you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect? Let's see what we get here. Group number 2, what is it that you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect? Okay, I'm going to pull a card from here as well, and then I'll get rambling on about the messages. Let's see here. Okay, both of those want to come out. Okay, let's see here. Group number 2. What you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. Okay, for some of you, I feel that you get stuck within an energy of analysis paralysis, is what I'm getting. There's something coming through here where I don't know if you're just extra cautious about things. There's something coming through here where I feel for some of you, it's almost a feeling that you wait until time runs out with things. Like, it's a feeling like you know what you really want to say or do, but you won't do it. I think you just overthink it, but you don't take action steps towards what it is that you really want, and then time runs out. And there's something here, yeah, I feel like you get in your own way, or that this is kind of crazy how it's coming through group number 2, because for the majority of you, I feel that for the most part, you would be able to have what it is that you're wanting within any given situation, but you don't go after it. Yeah, I don't know what this is. There's a need here to be viewing your circumstances from a higher perspective. For some of you, I feel that you feel very stuck. Like there's something about your energy feels a bit stagnant, like there's no movement, there's no action. You're very much in your head about something. What you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. There's something here about needing to create a firm foundation, to have things to have some type of structure and stability within your world that you can build off of. What else am I getting here? What you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. What am I getting here? For some of you, yes, what you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect is that you may want what you want, but that you're not willing to sacrifice anything to be able to have it. So for some of you, then that ties into the first message of that time ends up running out. For some of you, yeah, I don't know if you maybe get trapped within this energy. Like I said, you want what you want, but you want that along with everything else that you have, right? That you don't want to have to give anything up. You don't want to let anything go. But again, I feel like then you just end up getting stuck within these circumstances is what I'm getting. What else is coming through here? What you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. Okay. This comes through in a little bit more of a specific way, but for some of you, if you're the type of person, how do I word this? There's something here where I feel like someone is withholding love or affection. And again, this is a very specific message, so I don't think this is going to resonate with everyone. But for some of you, connections that you form with other people, if you ever get within an energy to where you intentionally withhold your love and affection, if you show up with a more cold type of energy, I feel that is having a negative effect, and that has backfired, or that there's the potential for that type of energy or situation that you would be creating to backfire. Because then it's a feeling of someone maybe being kind of cold and distant. And I don't know, for some of you, it comes through in a way that for some of you, again, this is an intentional thing where you're going to be cold and distant and then hope that the other person chases after you. But for some of you, when you take it back to these two cards, no one's chasing after you. they're just gonna stop interacting with you. They'll sever the connection. They'll just let it die. Like if you're not going to meet someone halfway, if you're not going to be putting in any time, energy, love, whatever, into whatever's going on here and expecting another person to just kind of show up at your doorstep and beg for your love, I don't think that's going to happen. So for some of you, I don't know if you get into a little bit of a stubborn type of energy. Yeah, for some of you, I do. I feel like you want things your way. For some of you, you may get in a stubborn energy of not wanting to compromise. Again, you want everything your way. You don't want to give anything up. You don't want to sacrifice anything. So for some of you, it's a feeling that then to what you are ultimately wanting, let's say like in the future, that's not going to come about for you. But then for some of you, it gets worse, because then whatever you do currently have within your world, you end up losing that as well, because you don't want to make any sacrifices. You don't want to compromise. Something like that is what I'm getting. Okay, this is tricky again. Just take what resonates, leave the rest behind. For some of you, there could be something else coming through here of you being very guarded though. And that, and not necessarily that you want to be within that energy, but that you just are based on experiences that you've had. But for some of you, again, it's a feeling that with your energy being so closed off, it's hard for people to reach you. It's hard for people to connect to you. It's hard even for the universe to offer you what you really want if you're so closed off from receiving anything. Let's see what else we get. What you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. Group number 2. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Group number 2. Okay, give me a second. Everything's kind of falling apart here on me. Okay, let's see. Group number 2. What you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. For some of you, I feel like there's some type of negative pattern or cycle here. Like everything I've been rambling on about, I think like this is your life. Like this is how things have been playing out. For some of you, you overlook crucial aspects of things. I feel you may just pick and choose what you want to focus on or where you want to put your time and energy, but it's a feeling that you need to be very thorough with something, or that you need to factor in all aspects of something, but I don't feel that that's happening. There's an energy here. Nobody's going to want to hear this next message, but it's what I'm getting. For some of you, you get trapped within a selfish energy. Again, just wanting things your way, not wanting to compromise, not wanting to sacrifice anything. Another message coming through here. Again, I'm not trying to be harsh, but for some of you, you're not learning your lessons. For some of you, there's a message coming through here that, because again, I feel like there's a pattern here. So, okay, things clearly aren't working, so then you keep doing the same thing and getting the same result, right? And being frustrated within that. But it's a feeling that you're the one that has to go about it in a different way. For some of you, what you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. For some of you, you need to be very honest with yourself when it comes to looking for shortcuts. Wanting to skip over steps, wanting what you want right now, but not wanting to put full effort in. Something like that is what I'm getting. Another message here, it's a feeling that even if at one point in time things are a bit confusing, or you maybe weren't really understanding why things played out the way that they did, this is coming through in a way that you have received clarity on something, but yet I still feel that your actions have not changed. That when you are presented with all of the information, you're stubborn about it. And that the changes that need to be made, that's still not happening. But then again, you're stuck. Like something, for some of you, you're very stubborn, is how this is coming through. And again, for some of you, like you very much will overthink things, but again, not take the action that you need to take to make any positive changes, though. Yeah, what else am I getting here? What you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. For some of you, there's an energy here that even if you do look at yourself within any given situation, I think you overlook certain aspects that need to be factored in when it comes to what you've done to contribute to your circumstances being what they are. Let's see what else we get here. Group number 2. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect? Okay, let's see what else we get here. What you don't see about yourself, group number 2, that's causing a negative effect. Yeah, for some of you, group number 2, I feel like that people want to offer you love, or that, yeah, there's a very kind, loving, nurturing energy available to you, but I feel that you're very closed off from it. What else am I getting here? There's something else coming through here where for some of you, there's a very stubborn, and again, nobody wants to hear this, but kind of selfish type of energy. I don't know if you're very quick to burn bridges with people, or again, just that no action's being taken and then you miss out on opportunities is what I'm getting. For some of you, I feel that you go about things in kind of a risky way. Like again, for some of you, I don't know if you get trapped within an energy of feeling that you have more time with things, like, oh, things aren't, time's not running out, you got all the time in the world. But then it's a feeling like you don't, like time will run out with something. And then I feel that you're stuck within an energy of regret and feeling upset or frustrated, but it's a feeling that you didn't do anything to change the circumstances, though. Like you just sat back and let everything unfold in the way that it did, and then you're unhappy with the outcome. Yeah, for some of you, there's something here where I feel that there's opportunities being presented to you, but that you're not doing anything with them. What else is coming through here? What you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. There's something here about needing to be more kind, loving, and nurturing towards yourself, towards other people. And there's something about timing. Like I don't know what this is. Let me see what else comes through. Okay, group number 2. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect? For some of you, you may get trapped within an energy of almost convincing yourself that it's not worth taking action. That you're not going to get what you want anyway, so why even bother? But it's coming through in these cards that you would get what you want. That there'd be really happy, positive outcomes to things, but that it never comes to be because nothing changes. I don't know. Let me see what else we get here. I'm going to do one more card for this section. Group number 2, what you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. Yeah, what is this? There's something about, these have very similar energy to them. What you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. Yeah, and then even this card. There's something about love, about like a very kind, loving, nurturing type of energy. And again, I feel like this is available to you, but that you're rejecting it, or that, again, you won't take any action steps towards it So then whatever these connections are, whatever these opportunities are, the time runs out and then you don't get to experience all this love. But for some of you, again, I'm not trying to be harsh here because nobody wants to hear this message, but for some of you, taking it back to this card here, there's a bit of a selfish energy though. So for some of you, this could very well be too that any connections you are forming with people, that you may be showing up in a bit of a selfish way, that the connections are very one-sided. I don't know. What you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. Yeah, for some of you, you go about things in a risky way. Like there's something about this energy that it's a feeling that, yeah, the way in which you go about things, if things were to play out to your liking, it would turn out extremely well. But when it doesn't play out to your liking, it goes horribly wrong. And I feel that there's too much of that pattern going on within your world. And again, something else here about someone overlooking something, or like not, for some of you, I don't know if you don't really take the time to get to know people, to really be aware of all the ins and outs of certain opportunities or experiences. Like there's something here where I feel like someone's jumping to conclusions about people, about situations, and that you're wrong. And that things could be made so much more amazing within your world, and that you could be so happy with the outcome of something if you were to be more thorough with something, to not skip steps, to not jump to conclusions about things, to not pick and choose what you want to focus on, but that you're like looking at all of it. Something like that is what I'm getting. Yeah, and to view things from a higher perspective. There's a very selective energy here where for some of you, you get trapped within an energy of being so quick, of thinking that you know it all. Like thinking that, oh, you don't need to put time and energy into this over here or to that. Like you're not going to get anything out of that. That's where you're wrong. Like that's what I'm getting. Like you're so sure that you're right about something. You're so sure that, oh, when you overlook this or skip this step, blah, 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 like that doesn't matter. But it does. It's a feeling, it's a crucial aspect of something. For some of you, it comes through in a way that for some of you, what you overlook is the most important thing. Something like that is what I'm getting. So those are the messages coming through for group number 2. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go on to group number 3. Okay, group number 3, welcome to the reading. Let's get into this. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect? Let's see what we get. Group number 3. What you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. Okay, let's see here. Group number 3. What you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. Okay, let's see here. Group number 3. What you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. Okay, for some of you, what I'm getting with these cards here, what you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect, it's a feeling that you're not noticing the red flags. What I'm getting with these cards here, group number 3, yeah, there's something here. How do I explain this? There's something negative that you need to stay away from, but you're not noticing it, you're not seeing it. For some of you, how do I explain this? For some of you, you may be easily influenced by people, and that you will go along with what resonates with them, and that's where the problem is. Because this could either be that nobody should be doing whatever that person's doing, or that even if that's right for that person, I don't think it's right for you. There's something about this energy where you need to go about things in a way that resonates with you. Don't follow the crowd. Don't go about things in a way, like I said, that resonates to another person if it doesn't sit well with you. I feel that what you don't see about yourself, group number 3, something's manipulative here. So for some of you, this could be where you're linked and connected to people that operate from a manipulative place and that you don't want to get wrapped up within that energy. For some of you, be very honest with yourself. If you know that this is your energy, then that message is for you. But there's something here about, okay, for some of you, again, I don't know if this is linked and connected to someone else to where you're negatively affected by it, or if this is your energy. But there's a message coming through here of someone having very strict, rigid thoughts, feelings, and beliefs about something. And that whoever's in that energy, for them to be right, the rest of us have to be wrong. There's something about this energy of someone being very stubborn when it comes to their belief system. And that they have a very difficult time welcoming in new information, or to see things from a different perspective, or to really accept anything different. Like, there's a feeling like whoever's falling under that energy, it's a feeling that whoever's in that stubborn energy, even if I was to say to that person, okay, well, this and that can be true, they're going to be like, absolutely not. That only they can be right. And that anybody that doesn't agree with them, they're wrong. So again, I don't know if that's your energy or if you're linked and connected to someone that's wired that way, and that you're being manipulated within that energy, and that you feel maybe you kind of have to follow, that energy, but you don't. There's something coming through here, what you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. Yeah, I don't know. There's something here about you needing to go about things in a way that resonates with you. So if the other message I just said, right, where someone has a very strict, rigid, belief system, if you know that that's you, this message comes through in a way that that's fine. If you have very strong thoughts, feelings, and beliefs about something, I'm not saying that you can't have that. Have that all day long. But when someone else approaches you with a completely different way of viewing things, to let them be within that energy. Because again, this and that can be true. People don't like to believe that or accept that, but that's true. So there's something coming through here about needing to live your life in a way that feels right for you, but letting other people do the exact same thing. So again, for some of you, if you know that you are linked and connected to other people, to where you're kind of living your life based off of what resonates to them, but it really doesn't feel right for you, that you can switch that up. You can change your mind. You can go about things in a different way, that you don't have to live your life for other people. What you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. Okay, another message here. For some of you, if you are the one that has this very strict, rigid, belief system or whatever, for some of you, it may be beneficial for you to really dissect that and ask yourself how that's helping you and how that's benefiting your life. Because for some of you, it's doing nothing but limiting you. For some of you, it's doing nothing but ruining your life. That whatever you kind of fall back on, it doesn't really support you. It limits you. Let me see what else we get. What you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. Yeah, there's a need here to be viewing things from a different angle. So again, it's weird. I don't know if this is your energy or someone else that you're linked and connected to that kind of shifts this energy onto you. But for some of you, what you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect is that, yeah, it's kind of sad. For some of you, you're obsessing over something. Like maybe feeling really worried about something that you don't need to worry about. again, whether someone's shifting this onto you or if you're already just within this energy on your own, but whatever the rules are, you know, or maybe extremely hard to live up to, or it just doesn't really even sit well with you. There's something here about viewing things from a higher perspective, and that you can let go of and release what doesn't feel right for you, even if at one point in time it did. And that's another thing. There's a message coming through here for some of you. I'm not saying this is exactly what your situation is, but it is coming through as an example. So this may be someone's story. For some of you, the message is coming through in a way of someone who's very religious, and that there can be very strict rules, right, linked and connected to that. But there's something coming through here that for some of you, maybe you grew up very religious and that's the way you've been living your life. Maybe that doesn't resonate with you anymore, but you're obsessing over it and you're thinking, oh my God, you can't veer off onto a different path, but you can. If just because it resonated with you at one point in time and it doesn't anymore, that's okay. You don't have to feel bad about that. You don't have to be worried about that. Like, there's something here about like that it's okay to change your mind. For some of you, I don't know if you're dealing with something where you feel really guilty. Like, the way this is being worded to me, I feel like someone feels that they're sinning. But I feel like that's only linked and connected to a very strict, rigid way of viewing things. Like, for some of you, whatever you hold on so tightly to, it's a feeling like it doesn't support you. It doesn't love you. It doesn't encourage you. It limits you. It shames you. It makes you feel guilty. And that you can release that energy. Yeah, I don't know. Something's not quite right there. What else am I getting here? Yeah, for some of you, I think you feel very conflicted. For some of you, it could be that whatever belief you hold, but then to what you're ultimately wanting, there's some type of disconnect there. I think for some of you, you're really struggling internally with something. But I feel that someone's being way too hard on themselves. Again, for some of you, I feel like for you to go after exactly what you want, again, you feel like you're sinning, or like you're doing something horribly wrong, like you're a bad person if you do that. Something like that, but you're not. Yeah, this is really sad. I feel like someone is so limited within their life based on the rules that are placed on them. Something like that. Yeah, with that card, I think some of you, I wonder if at one point in time something was resonating with you on a deeper level and you don't feel the same way anymore. For some of you, this could be where your internal world has shifted and changed, but the external is the same. And so it's an uncomfortable energy or situation to be within because there's no harmony and peace within it, right? Because there's some type of conflict. Let me see here. What you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. Okay, let me see here. Just back to these two cards here. For some of you, again, this is where you need to be honest with yourself. For some of you, there's a message coming through here where someone's so fearful, right? That they're going to say or do the wrong thing and they're going to end up in hell. You know what I mean? That it's just going to be an absolute nightmare. This message is coming through in a way that, again, I feel you're worried about nothing. The things aren't going to play out in such a horrible way, right, to how you're fearing it. Another message coming through here, though, for some of you, there could be some type of pattern or cycle here, so where there's some type of karma. Like, I feel that what you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect, that you could be repeating the same negative thing over and over again, but that you may not be noticing the link and connection to when that energy comes back around to you and how you're negatively affected by it. There's a message here of what goes around comes around. And that for some of you, that, again, you need to be very honest with yourself about the part that you play within things, and then, again, to how that energy comes back around to you. For some of you, what you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect is that, so with that message I just said, like, what goes around comes around. That applies no matter which side of it we look at it from, right? So if you're going around being a horrible person, yeah, that energy is going to come back around to you. If you're going around being a loving person and trying to make positive improvements within the world, you will be met with that energy. But for some of you, I think you're worried about something that you don't need to be worried about. For some of you, I feel that you feel you're going to be harshly judged and criticized if you do what resonates with you. Very clear message coming through here. Group number 3, if your heart's in the right place, you have nothing to worry about. That's what I'm getting. What you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. There's an unresolved issue here, group number 3, where I feel that you need to dive a bit deeper. You need to dissect something. You need to get to the root issue, to get to the heart of the matter of why things are the way that they are. Why do you hold on so tightly to certain thoughts, feelings, and beliefs about people, situations? Why do you feel that you are easily influenced, right? If this is linked and connected to another person where you feel you have to live your life based on someone else's rules. I just feel for some of you, you're dealing with something that's a negative, that's completely unnecessary. And I'm not saying that this is just an easy thing to deal with, but it is possible for you to change these circumstances, is what I'm getting. There's fear. Okay, for some of you, what you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect, there's fear that's holding you back here. I feel that you need to trust your intuition and trust your instincts. For some of you, things are not what they seem. There's a certain level of confusion here, and I feel that you need to look within for answers and guidance. For some of you, you may be feeling quite lost within your life, and that you may be seeking someone outside of yourself, right? For advice, for guidance, for just help and support. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it has to be where at the end of the day, it resonates with you. And that goes for anybody. It doesn't matter who it is and who's telling you whatever. Even for me, rambling on about these messages. If it doesn't resonate with you, do not accept it. It doesn't matter who it's coming from. You have to filter it through your own intuition and trust yourself on that it resonates with you and makes sense for you, and that you feel confident moving forward with that energy, is what I'm getting. And again, that you don't have to live your life for other people, and that you don't have to feel like you're a bad person. You don't have to feel guilty about making decisions that are right for you, is what I'm getting. I'm going to pull one more card for this section. Let's see what we get. Group number 3, what you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. And 2 jumped out. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. Group number 3, what you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. For some of you, there's a past energy here that I feel is bleeding into the present moment and creating issues. I feel for some of you, what you don't see about yourself is that you're, how do I word it? You're chained. You're chained to something in your past. I don't know if you are doing this to yourself, or again, for some of you, you're linked and connected to someone. This energy here of this card, very strict and rigid, okay? So again, I don't know if someone is trying to keep you chained to your past, not wanting you to make any changes, not wanting you to transform, not wanting things to play out within a different way within your world, and they're trying to keep you stuck. For some of you, this is your own energy, and that you're so fixated on something negative or something of the past, is what I'm getting. And feeling that defines you. That's what I'm getting. Something's going on here where there's something negative going on here, and you feel that defines you. For some of you, I don't know if you're dealing with something where you feel like you'd never be able to live it down. If you went about things in a way that resonates with you. For some of you, you may have already said or did something that you're very much in regret over, and you feel that defines you now, that you're chained to that energy or situation, but you're not. Again, you can release yourself from this energy at any point in time. Again, it's easier said than done, but this is possible to do this. Another message coming through here. what you don't see about yourself that's causing a negative effect. Okay, again, need to be very honest with yourself here. If you know that you're the one chaining people to their past, giving people a hard time, if they're not in complete alignment to what resonates with you, there needs to be a drastic shift within that energy. Because where are we here? Take it back to this card here. If you are within that energy doing this to other people, you're going to get a similar energy back to you, right? No one's exempt from this. You can't go around trying to control other people and think that you're not going to be getting a taste of your own medicine. So there's something coming through here about needing to release something, like to let something go. For some of you, I feel that you are a different version of yourself now than to how you were in the past and then to how you are now. I think there's a drastic difference there. But again, that someone's trying to keep you chained to a past version of yourself, or again, that you're doing that to yourself. And I feel that all that energy is doing is like holding you back. It's limiting you. And I just feel like someone is really worried about something or very much obsessing over something. And again, for some of you, I feel like you're living your life for other people and that you need to go about things in a way that feels right for you. And again, to trust your instincts, because things are not what they seem here. Again, like you need to trust yourself above and beyond other people. For some of you, there may be this certain level of insecurity that you have where you have a difficult time trusting yourself. So you'll so quickly look to someone else that you feel sits higher than you. But that can be dangerous, because if that person doesn't have your best interests at heart, it can go horribly wrong for you. If this could even be something where even if that person has good intentions, but their energy is not in alignment with you, or to how they go about things really doesn't resonate with you, but you're feeling insecure, then you could be tempted to compromise on what's really important to you just so that you feel like that you're linked and connected to someone that maybe does kind of know what's going on, but that's only because of what resonates to them. Again, you need to go about things in a way that you can live with the decisions that you're making. And again, anything that you're following to where you end up feeling worse about yourself, huge red flag. Okay, keep that in mind. Group number 3. Those are the messages coming through. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And that's it. I'm going to go away now.